Let us understand the equation of a line parallel to x-axis and equation of line parallel to y-axis. Let us take a line parallel to y-axis which is at a distance of a units from the origin. If we examine this line, we notice that for all values of y, we get the x coordinates as a. Hence, a line parallel to y-axis will have its equation as x is equal to a. Similarly, if we take a line parallel to x-axis which is at distance b units from the origin, we notice that for all values of x, we get the y coordinate as b. Hence, a line parallel to x-axis will have its equation as y is equal to b. Exercise 5.3. Question 1. Now students, let us apply these concepts to draw graphs of following equations. 1. X is equal to 3. 2. Y is equal to minus 2. Solution. As usual, we draw the x, x dash and y, y dash axis on the graph paper. We then take a suitable scale like 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit and write on the right hand side of the paper. Now the first equation is of the type x is equal to a, so the line is parallel to y-axis. We therefore draw a line parallel to y-axis at a distance of 3 units to the right of our origin. Similarly, the second equation is of the type y is equal to b. Hence, this line will be parallel to x-axis. We therefore draw a line parallel to y-axis below the origin at a distance of 2 units. Now students, we shall draw a graph for the following equations. 1. 2y plus 1 is equal to y plus 3. 2. 3x plus 4 is equal to 2 into bracket x plus 5. Here students, we first simplify the equations to get in the form of x is equal to a and y is equal to b. Let us take equation 1. On simplifying and solving, we get y is equal to 2. Similarly, take equation 2. On simplifying and solving, we get x is equal to 6. Now on graph paper, draw the x, x dash and y, y dash axis as before. Take a suitable scale. For equation y is equal to 2, draw a line parallel to x-axis at a distance of 2 units above the origin. For equation x is equal to 6, draw a line parallel to y-axis at a distance of 6 units to the right of origin. Exercise 5.3. Question 2. We now observe the graph and write the equation of the lines 1 PQ, 2 MN, 3 x dash x, 4 y y dash. Solution. Let us take equation for line PQ. Since PQ is parallel to x-axis, its equation will be y is equal to a. It is at a distance of 3.5 units from origin. Hence, a is equal to 3.5. Therefore, the equation is y is equal to 3.5. Let us take the line MN. It is parallel to x-axis. Its equation again is y is equal to a. Therefore, a is minus 5. Hence, we write y is equal to minus 5. Now students, x dash x is the x-axis. Its equation, as we have discussed, is y is equal to 0. Now students, y dash is the y-axis. Hence, its equation is x is equal to 0. Students, we are already familiar with linear equations in two variables, which are expressed as ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers. A is equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0. We shall now draw graphs of such linear equations. Exercise 5.4. Question 1. Let us draw the graph of the equation y is equal to x. Solution. Step 1. The first step is to express y in terms of x. In this case, y is already expressed in terms of x. Hence, we have nothing more to do. Step 2. Choose at least 3 convenient values of x and find the corresponding values of y satisfying the equation. In this case, y is equal to x. So, suppose x is equal to 1, then y is equal to 1. X is equal to 2, then y is equal to 2. X is equal to 3, then y is equal to 3. Step 3. We then write the values of x and y in the form of table as school. Write the ordered pair x, y in the last row. Step 4. Plot the ordered pairs x, y from the table on a graph paper. Point 1, 1 will be at a distance of 1 unit to the right of origin and 1 unit above origin. Point 2, 2 will be at a distance of 2 units to the right of origin and 2 units above the origin. Similarly, plot point 3, 3. Step 5. Join these points by a straight line and extend it in both the directions. Remember to write the equation y is equal to x near the line. Always write the coordinates of the point also after we mark the points on the graph paper. Exercise 5.4. Question 2. We shall now draw the graph of the equation y is equal to minus 2x. Solution. Simplify the equation. We omit this step since y is already expressed in terms of x. Step 2. Choose 3 convenient values of x and find the corresponding values of y satisfying the given equation. For x is equal to 1, we get y is equal to minus 2 into 1 is equal to minus 2. X is equal to 2, y is equal to minus 4. X is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 3. Step 3. Write these values of x and y in the form of table. Do not forget to write the ordered pairs in the last row. Step 4. Now take a graph paper, draw the x and y axis as usual. Take suitable scale and mark the ordered pairs on the graph. Point 1 minus 2 will be 1 unit right of origin and 2 units below the origin. Point 2 minus 4 will be 2 units right of the origin and 4 units below the origin. Similarly, mark the third point. Step 5. Join these points and extend the line in both directions. Remember, as usual, to write the equation of the line and the coordinates of the point on the graph paper. Exercise 5.4. Question 3. We shall now practice more by drawing the graph of the equation x plus 2y is equal to 0. Solution. Step 1. Use the equation to express y in terms of x. We get y is equal to minus x upon 2. Step 2. Choose suitable values for x so that we get 3 points whose coordinates we have to plot. Hence we get y is equal to 1 when x is equal to minus 2. Y is equal to minus 2 when x is equal to 4. Y is equal to 1 when x is equal to 2. Step 3. Prepare a table and write the values of the ordered pairs as usual. Step 4. On the graph paper, draw the x, x dash and y, y dash axis. Take a suitable scale of 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit and plot the points as usual. The first point -2 and 1 will be 2 units to left of origin and 1 unit above the origin. Similarly, plot the other points. Step 5. Join the points to get the straight line graph. Do not forget to write the equation of the line and the coordinates of the points on the graph. Exercise 5.4. Question 4. We now move ahead with the following problem. Draw the graph of equation 3x plus 2y is equal to 6. Find the coordinates of the point where the graph intersects the y-axis. Step 1. We shall first express y in terms of x by using the given equation. We get y is equal to 6 minus 3x upon 2. Step 2. We now choose values for x so that we get the values for y in whole numbers. Hence, if x is 2, we get y as 0. When x is equal to 0, we get y as 3. When x is equal to 4, we get y equal to -3. Step 3. We now tabulate our coordinates as usual. Step 4. On the graph paper, draw the x, x dash and y, y dash axis. Take a suitable scale and plot the points as usual. Step 5. Join the points and extend in both directions. Of course, do not forget to write the coordinate and the equation of the line. Step 6. We have now to write the coordinates of points where the line intersects the y-axis. Since it cuts the y-axis at 3 units, the x-coordinate is 0 and y-coordinate is 3. In the next problems, students, we do the reverse of what we did earlier. We have been given the graphs of the lines. Exercise 5.4, question 5. The question reads as prepare a table of values showing the coordinates of the points highlighted on each of the graph below. Hence, written equation showing the relation between x and y. Solution. Step 1. In the first figure, let us write the coordinates of P, Q, R. Coordinates of P are -2 and 5. Coordinates of Q are -1 and 3. Coordinates of R are 1 and -1. Step 2. We then prepare the table as shown and write the coordinates. On inspection of the coordinates of P, we find that y-coordinate 5 is equal to -2x plus 1. Similarly, for point Q, y-coordinate 3 is -2x plus 1. And for point R also, the y-coordinate -1 is -2x plus 1. Hence, the relationship between x and y is equal to -2x plus 1. The second figure has the following points, point L, M, N. Let us write their coordinates. Coordinate of L are 2 and 1. Coordinate of M are 3 and 2. Coordinate of N are -1 and -2. We now write the table. Let us inspect the coordinates to establish the relationship between x and y. We will get y-coordinate of point L as x-coordinate -1. Then for point M, y-coordinate 2 is equal to x-coordinate 3 minus 1. For point N, y-coordinate -2 is equal to x-coordinate -1. Hence we get y is equal to x minus 1. Let us solve some problems from problem set 5. Let us go ahead with lines parallel to x and y axis by solving the following problem.